Questions at any time.
Andy, why are we doing the farmer walk when kids ask why we gotta do this?
We're getting the body ready to be able to handle a load. So for like hand cleaning, all the Olympic lifting, being able to catch that load, we have to first be able to just stabilize our body carrying this load. Walking, everybody already knows how to do it, so you don't have to spend a ton of time other than coaching them up on being stable while they do it.
Total body.
Is the
Yep,
easiest
that's
way.
what I wrote down, total
Yep.
body exercise.
Yep, so I'm just giving you an idea. So dumbbells, you can use hex bars, but I tell everybody, imagine you're walking down a narrow hallway and you're trying to scrape both walls, so nice wide shoulders. You gotta be under control, just walking. Can't be wobbling. You'll see kids that are twisting. When you pivot or turn, if you have to do it, you need to stay square when you do it, and then walk. Okay, under control. You'll see kids like this. You'll see swinging. Okay, you don't want to see this either. All right, that's what we're trying to avoid. You're walking under a load. Okay, stay tall, shoulders. Like I tell everybody, keep your shoulders wide. Instead of saying chest out, because then we get here, now we start overactivating our back, getting low back issues, stuff like that. All right, so I just say wide shoulders, staying tall. Again, obviously you can go a lot heavier than this, so.
You want heavy weights because,
Yep.
The problem I had now, Mr. Skletsky, the thing that I liked is we have that big hex bar back there. That worked out beautifully as far as being able to just stand up and walk with something. Because I had some girls go over and just grab some dumbbells, and they just picked them up off of it and they started walking. And so it didn't really provide that load.
Yeah.
Personally, that's what I saw, I was like trying to get the girls to go over and grab the hex bar because it seemed like they could.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is you just want what's a heavy load relative to the athlete. You know, it should be, you have to think about it and control it when you're walking. And you got, you know, I tell everyone, make sure your path you're gonna walk is clear. You don't need you tripping on anything, something stupid, because you're gonna be under a load. But again, if they start to, their form breaks, the load's either too heavy is typically what it is. You know, where they start to slouch, it's the set 3, and if it's, you know, a bigger guy and he's using a hex bar and he's got a ton of weight on there, and he's starting to break down, that's when it got a little too heavy for the end. At the start it was good, so that'd be where, hey, just take 10 pounds off, get it, and build up. So again, technique is the key to all of this to stay healthy, so.
Can they, and I don't mean, because I don't want to belabor this one, we'll be here all night on just one lift, but like, we did the runway here.
Yep.
So they went down, and they put it down, and then somebody walked it back.
Yep.
Could they theoretically, because I know, Bill, you had said that when you had your guys doing it, trying to walk through this, it took them a long time. So can they go down, back, and keep doing it for 18 steps and almost do it all in one setting? Or can you have to break it into 3 sets?
I would try breaking it into 3 sets because that, and then keep the weights up. So when you're under that load, hands are starting to get a little tired. You're gonna want to set the weights down and just let your hands recover. Your whole body just relax a little bit. If you need to do it just because of time constraints, I would say drop it down to like 2 sets, and then obviously just lighten the load up a little bit. Or like an in season, always you can just like cut a set out. And then maybe lighten the load up a little bit, especially in season when you want to just get in here and kind of get a quick lift in so that the guys and the ladies aren't losing as much throughout the season. So, but yeah, like off season wise, if you can, try keeping it at 3 sets. Again, depends on time constraints or anything like that. But I would say if you can't need to, just chop a set off the end instead of doing the same number of reps but for 1 set, because then they're gonna have to lighten up the load so much that it's not going to be enough resistance on the body to kind of facilitate the change we're looking for.
So 6 reps is 6 steps?
Steps each leg, so
Each
12
leg, okay.
total. Yep.
Okay,
Yep. And again, there again too, if you're short on time or space, and you just want to get something in, you could just go to say 6 total steps. That way the athletes will be able to bump up weight a little bit. Or say track, you don't have a meet that week, hey, we can go a little less reps, a little higher weight, go a little harder this week on Monday or whatever it is, and kind of taper off as the week goes, or baseball, soccer, softball, all that. So, any questions on that?
Is there a quick target weight that you would start at? 100-pound girl, what? 20
For like a 100-pound girl, at least probably 25s. About 50% of body weight for females, males, I typically try saying about 75%. Again, just quick math,
Yep.
some of the bigger guys, I'd say you need to, if we're doing dumbbells, you're definitely grabbing the heaviest ones we got. Otherwise, let's go get that hex bar ready to rock and roll. Throw it in, more than likely, I'd say at least 245s on each side for bigger guys. Yeah, so.
Or all.
And that's where your knowledge of the athletes, where they're kind of at. You have that kid that's come in, you'll know, send them to hex bar, need that much weight. You have the kids that, I don't really know, send them, it's always better to err on the side of caution with a little lighter weight, build them up.
I need to ask a basic question.
Yes.
What is a hex bar?
The black bars, the ones that you stand in this inside of them, and the weights, so it's like a square around you, so, or the trap bars, they're also called, right there.
Is that 45 also?
Square off your body.
I believe it is.
Typically, these might be 50s or 55s. What brand are these? So I know a different brand, but they look just like these. I think they're a little heavier. They're 50 or 55 pounds. That same company makes some where the handles that come up, and those are 60. So I'm guessing they're about 5-10 pounds taking those handles off. So.
Okay.
Randy, do you have a problem with these? I know this is what Coach Stelmach uses.
That, as long as you got two of them, that's fine, especially, and or your bigger guys, stronger guys, have them use that, because then you have more of a stabilization to it. You can intermediate guys, say in a hex bar, maybe some of your stronger or bigger guys that can just handle more load, use those. They're gonna be challenged because the weights are further away from them. So it's the stabilization of the weight. And again, this is something, say, you can do in season instead of your hang cleans and stuff like that, a little bit safer, a little bit quicker and easier to get through too, not so much teaching, so.
Okay. All right.
All right.